Well, good, beautiful morning from Centralia, Washington. You and I are still taking an epic road trip. This is day 2, and where are we headed? We're headed to Cottage Grove, Oregon. So won't you join us as we use FSD, we check out charging stops, we talk about interesting facts, and we just have a great time. Remember, this is a really long road trip, 3 weeks, so we got lots and lots of stuff to come. Hit that like and subscribe if you want to follow along as we head to the Grand Canyon and then down into Texas, and then finally back home. So thanks, catch us on the flip side, and have a wonderful day. Well, hey there, folks. So this is the restaurant outside of the, one of the restaurants outside of the Supercharger in Centralia. And so cool, they've got live chickens. Isn't this neat? So again, we find all kinds of cool stuff on our road trips. So they've got live chickens here. We're about to go in and have some breakfast. Isn't that cool? Neat little cutout here. And some happy chickens waiting to lay some eggs. So very, very cool restaurant, and we're just about to go in and have some breakfast. Thanks, folks, and have a wonderful day. Welcome back, folks. We are leaving Centralia and going to be hopping on I-5 South, so I thought I would bring you a little action. We're going to get to Salem, Oregon. That's where we need to go and charge. So let's see how the car does, and hopefully we make it with no problems. You gotta go, car. And it just screwed that up big time. All right.
What the?
Yeah, so it got its navigation a little bit screwed up, I am thinking. And so we're gonna just let it go around the block. I'm in no huge hurry, but it would be nice if it wouldn't screw things up like this. All right, so we're gonna cruise through here. Now we're gonna get here. Looks like we should go. Okay. Okay, interesting. Well, you know, sometimes you see the more interesting sides of the cities when you use FSD in a strange area. I will say that for sure. Because we're just going in a big circle. But we got to see some neat stuff. Anyway, so we're heading to Cottage Grove, Oregon. We're going to stop in Salem and get a charge. And we should be getting in there, right around 1 o'clock, 1:30. I guess there's a really cool covered bridge, railroad covered bridge, so we'll try and get some footage of that. And yeah, should be overall just a wonderful day. The van is at the mechanic. He is getting it all fixed, and he is happy to let it sit there for 3 weeks. So what a lifesaver. I'll get the name of the place, Automotive Care Center, I do believe it's called, and yeah. Jorge is the mechanic. Wonderful guy. Really, really great guy. I mean, anybody that's going to let me have a van sit in his parking lot for 3 weeks is wonderful. So, all right. Besides the little detour, we got on the on-ramp okay, and now we'll see how our merger does, and then we'll probably shut this off because you don't want to see every single little thing, I'm sure. Looks like we're on a frontage road. So we haven't gotten on I-5 yet, but we will shortly here. Yeah, here we go. Now it should peel off. Oh, good. I thought I was going to have to take over for a minute. All right, now let's see how we do merging. Got a semi-truck coming up behind us. He's slowing down for me good. Wish the car would blinker and get over. Instead, we just run the whole lane out. No signal either. That's disappointing. Not a real great merge in my opinion. Nice lane change. And now we're rolling. So we've got about 70 miles till we get to Portland, and we'll bring you some footage of the bridges. Little detour, but you know, hey, not a bad start. Thanks, and we'll catch you in a little while. All right, folks, here come these beautiful Columbia River bridges as we head into Oregon. So we got FSD set. We're rolling through at a nice speed, following traffic, and hopefully you are enjoying this video. All right, we love Oregon. Beautiful state. Great beaches, great people, lots of fun stuff to do. Just a beautiful place to visit and live. Okay, very good. And here's our entering Portland sign. So we are officially in Oregon. We just crossed the Columbia River. So it looks like we've got about 4.7 miles till we get to our exit for Salem. We're gonna go get a charge at the Salem Supercharger. So if we see anything interesting in between here and Salem, I'll bring it to you. Otherwise, next time you see us will probably be while we get a quick charge at the Salem Supercharger. I'm not sure if it's a V3 or a V2. There are ways to check, but I'm not gonna bother with that. We're just rolling, having a good time. My parents are with us. They took 205, which is a bypass route, and we're going to meet back up with them when we hit Salem, Oregon. So, great drive, heading across another big old bridge. FSD is doing fantastic. And it looks like we're going to hit some Portland congestion. Yay! This is what my dad warned me about and why he wanted me to go through 205. Yeah, we can see what we got to deal with. That's one nice thing about... another nice thing is premium connectivity gives you this road conditions updates. So anyway, we're going to roll through here and let the congestion try our patience. And if we see something cool, I'll bring it to you. Thanks, folks. A beautiful downtown Portland skyline. We should get a peek of it in just a minute. Looks like the car needs to get over as well because we do not want to take the Beaverton exit. So hopefully... going to make a lane change here in a minute. Oh, there, see, it slowed down to let this guy in. Very nicely done. It saw its blinker and let him in. So that was cool.
I guess.
And now we need to get over. Digital speed sign. Did not change my speed there, so that worked good. And the car is not getting over like it needs to. Come on, baby. Get over. Get over. We got to get in the far lanes. Okay, I'm taking over because I don't want to get lost. Sorry, folks. But I want to make sure I get to Salem on I-5. I guess we had lots of time. I should have let the car do it. You guys are like, God, he's a terrible FSD tester. He's always taking over. Yeah, that's probably true. But I'm also on a vacation, and I don't want to ruin it for the sake of a video. So anyway. Not that maybe getting off track would ruin it, but definitely wouldn't be the highlight of my day. Beautiful little homes up there, tucked up in the tree line. They look like little condominiums or something.
Sky tree.
Oh yeah, yep, the sky ramp, that goes between the medical center campuses. I don't see if there's one coming down right now. I'm really glad I got that on camera. Letting that Jeep in with his blinker on. Really cool behavior. Little bit aggressive on the braking. And I was telling Nicole, I kind of wish that there was an asshole mode. I would pay extra for it. Where, you know, like the car kind of speeds up not to let people in. All right, I'm using my blinker. I want to get over. Come on, make your lane change, car. Make your lane change, car. There we go. Okay, I intervened there. I had to do a lane change. I just didn't want to be in that middle lane, but we'll let the car do its thing. Why is it? All right, I'm intervening again so we can get in this fast lane. I don't know why it's not doing it on its own. Ooh, that was kind of a interesting little maneuver there. We made a lane change while somebody lane changed in front of us. Nice. Whoa, easy, fellas. I hate congestion. All right, so far, so good. Yep, I think that's a good idea, car. Changing lanes into faster lane, I'm okay with that. All right, we should be through the brunt of it. So that was actually a cool little clip there. I had to take over a couple times just to stay on route. I probably could have let the car manage. It probably would have made it, but you know, we're just trying to have fun and get where we're going. So I'll check back in with everybody when we get closer to Salem and our charger. Looks like we got about 40 miles to go. Thanks, folks. Cabriolet Nissans. I cannot remember the exact name. We're gonna disengage so we can creep up on these people a little bit. These are some of the ugliest cars. Not very many of them were sold. Guy's hauling ass though. It is a Murano. Yes, look at that beautiful canvas top Nissan Murano all-wheel drive. Beautiful. So we spotted one in the wild, folks. All right, we're gonna re-engage FSD and keep rolling. Oh man, all right, cool. All right, folks, we are about 1.4 miles away from our Supercharger. Oh, excuse me, 2.7, but 1.3 from our exit. So my wife's always keeping me honest. You gotta appreciate her. And we're in the far left lane. So now let's see how the car does working its way over. And I promise not to interfere.
Unless we have to.
Unless we have to, right, to stay on track.
Yeah.
Everybody, I would love it if you'd give a thank you to my wife in the comments, because, and my daughter, because they are very patient with me, right? I mean, this is a family vacation, and so recording can be a bit annoying because I have to pause the radio, roll windows up, etc. So they're very patient with me to provide you with this. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. So no, car's braking to let the truck in. That was really well done. And then we're moving over. That was a great maneuver. I thought that was very, very nice. Nicole was upset. She wants asshole mode too, evidently.
I guess.
But we had to get over anyway. So we'll see how we do here. Excellent job working its way over. And we're gonna get off our exit and take a right. And I believe this is at a Fred Meyer. Choosing right fork to stay on route. I love the little hints it gives you. Okay, nicely done. So now we're gonna come through here, make a right, and go through the city center and get some juice. I don't even know what kind of charger this is, if it's a version 2 or a version 3.
I'm gonna get some Starbucks.
Ooh, I'm gonna use the restroom. Okay, probably stopping a little more than it needs to. It could just keep rolling up to this intersection here. Pretty cautious. That's okay, but you know, probably a little more than it needs to be.
Oh yeah, because I think we've stayed there.
I think we may have, yeah. So we need to pull up more. Stop for stop sign and creeping for visibility. And I'm gonna juice it. Oop, I had to intervene there. That was a little inelegant. That was my fault. Again, I didn't want to wait. So, sorry, folks.
Oh, wait, or is that charger behind?
I didn't want to wait. Come on, car. There we go. Oh, going through a yellow. Yay! All right, and we're gonna roll through here. A little bit of congestion. Ooh, this lane ends. Okay, and that person is gonna cut in front of me. Oh well, I guess car handled that pretty well. Evidently they have a baby on board, so they have the right of way. And yeah, like I said, I intervened and then had to take over because I was forcing the car to do a little more than it wanted to, but I just did not want to get stuck behind a line of traffic. So you're welcome to yell at me in the comments like, you're not really testing FSD. No, I'm just kind of showing you what I'm doing. You're on a drive with me on a road trip. That's kind of the way I look at it. So I'm going to bring you highlights, but sometimes I'm going to do things that make my drive more convenient. Like right now I just intervened because I had a big truck coming behind me fast and the car stopped too hard. So that's kind of what I mean by comfort. It does a good job. It will manage most of the things you ask it, but it's not real considerate of other drivers. So, right, people behind me, nice, going through yellow. So people behind me, they're like impatient. Why is it stopping? Why is it creeping? Why is it waiting? And then, you know, I also get impatient. So I'm trying to be courteous, but at the same time maintain comfort for our passengers. So nice, good and cautious for this motorcycle making his turn. But really just a slow creep. And I think that's my bias of having an electric car, because they are so quick that it feels like it's moving slow. But then if you look at the ICE cars, right, they're not going very fast either. So I need to temper my impatience, and I'm working on that through meditation. And I'm reading this book called what is it, The Joy of Driving? Like how to be a Zen master behind the wheel.
Driving.
Someone left it in our mini library.
Yeah, I think maybe it was a hint, or it was the universe telling me I need to have more patience. We're working on it, folks. We're working on it. All right, we got to make a lane change. Very well done.
Oh yes, we've been here.
Yep. And we're going to come up to this light and make a right. Now we can get into our turn lane. Good job. Amazing what happens when you just let the car do its thing. But now this is where people are going to get annoyed, right? Because any human driver would have seen this was all clear and just rolled right through it without stopping. Well, most. But the car insists on stopping. So here's our Supercharger. Nice thing about a lot of sites in Oregon, they also have level 2 AC chargers available, and we can see those there. So this looks to be a version 3 Supercharger, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 stall? I don't know, I'll get out and check. So here we made it. The car did a great job. We're gonna get lined up and get charged and then head on down the road to Cottage Grove. So thank you so much for sticking with me for that, as you watch me struggle to back up, sticking with me for that trip off of the interstate. And now we're gonna get some juice, and I will check back in a moment and let you know what kind of charger this is. It's a version 3, but how many stalls, etc. So thank you. We're gonna get charging. All right, folks, here we are. We're in Salem, Oregon. This is a 12-stall version 3 Supercharger, 250 kilowatt max. We're topping up right now. There is a Target here, Dave's Hot Chicken, lots of food, Ulta Beauty, various different things to do. So it's a pretty good Supercharger with lots available. In fact, we did our school shopping here last summer when we were heading back from another trip. So version 3 Supercharger here in Salem, Oregon. Everything's working great. And we will check back in when we hit the road. Thanks, folks. Mostly through Salem, and we are getting ready to hop back on to Interstate 5. Looks like we got to do a State Route 22 and then a little interchange onto I-5. So I thought that might be kind of interesting. So keep hanging with us, and we will get onto Interstate 5. We'll see how we do mergers on Oregon's lanes. Okay, that was well done. Good yield. Short on-ramps, very short on-ramps. Be nice if we had a blinker. Be nice if we had a blinker. There we go. And now the car's getting over. Okay, yeah, that was well done. Nicely done. Now we got to come up here for our interchange. So, nice. The car sped up to make it through that yellow light. Really well done. I could feel it accelerate, so that was cool. And here's our interchange. So we'll hop on to I-5 and we'll see how it does. So far it's doing well. It just, again, I wish it wouldn't run the lanes out. I wish it would get over. But I probably need to pull out a traffic manual and see what the rules are again. Maybe you're supposed to run the whole lane out. I don't know. I thought you were just supposed to use it to get up to speed and then get over. But I haven't had a driver's test since I was 16, so that would be what? Almost 30 years? Okay, here we go. Wish it would accelerate a little bit more. Wish it would have its blinker on. Wish it would be letting people know what it wants to do. Come on, car, get over. Like, you cannot run this whole lane out.
You did.
Ah, that is just so stupid, and no blinker. I hate that. So there you have it. We're gonna juice our speed and hopefully get over into a faster lane here. Let the car do its thing. Okay. Good lane change into the middle lane. And now we should move over into the leftmost lane. Come on, car. There you go. There you go. Okay, that was well done. So, again, I don't know about the rest of you. I'm a bit of an aggressive driver, so the car came over, settled into its lane, decided everything was happy, and then it made another lane change. I probably would have just signaled over into the middle, looked real quick, make sure nothing's coming, and then just smoothly it moved all the way over. But you know, that's okay. It's following all the rules. So we've got about 70 miles to our next supercharger. I just want to top up because the hotel we have doesn't have EV charging. I will be trying to get more of those throughout our trip. And I forgot to mention that supercharger back there had level 2 charging too, AC charging. So anyway, thank you very much, folks. We'll check back in a little bit. American flag. So I thought I'd bring that to you. We're 15 miles out of Creswell. We're going to get a quick charge, but look at that thing. Giant. Thank you, Camping World, for showing us all your patriotism with a flag the size of a football field. All right, that might be a little bit hyperbole, but yeah, America. America! All right. All right, we're rolling. Hey, carload of Teslas going by, heading up north. So thanks, folks. Catch you again in a little bit. I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, hit that subscribe, like, leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see. We're going to be hitting the whole country up. So I intervened there. I figured it was probably more appropriate to cruise here in the right lane because, yeah, all these people get over way too early and then they make traffic go slow. So anyway, we'll check back in when we get to Creswell and then head on to Cottage Grove and get to our hotel. A mile and a half from our exit to get supercharged, and we're letting the car do its thing. So seems like it was awful ambitious for it to get over into this lane. We've got just over a mile to go, but maybe I'm going to be a good boy this time. I'm going to let it do everything unless it's going to miss my exit, but otherwise we'll let you get the full meal deal, not like the last supercharger that I really effed up on. I didn't F up on, I just took over probably too much. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, I think we're gonna try and get up in front of either this truck or this car. Good job. See, I just need to trust. I need to trust a little more. FSD typically doesn't let me down. It just makes other people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. We slowed down. Appropriate. Now we're going to exit. Wonderful. Okay, that was nicely done. I've got a big semi behind me, so depending on what the intersection is like, I may take over. Again, I'm on a trip and I don't want to make it. Yeah, I don't want to make enemies. I don't want to piss off the locals. Okay, car, I think we want to be in the other lane. And we're slowing down an awful lot. Yep, damn it screwed that up. Okay.
It's just going to reroute.
Yeah, we're good. It's going to get us there. I'm asking it to inch forward a little bit. And I'm taking over because it's just sitting here and I don't want to piss off the locals. So we are going to turn in here and go to our supercharger. I remember this one now. It's behind this hotel here. So that was a bit of a navigation fail. I'm a little disappointed on FSD getting me where I want to be, but that's the main complaint, right? Are these lane choices, making poor lane choice decisions. And I wish we'd get it shit together. Excuse my language. So we'll pull in here, we'll see what kind of supercharger it is, we'll top up, and then we'll head to Cottage Grove. So as you can see, this one is not super duper accessible. Oh, there it is. I'm on the completely wrong side. Okay. Back behind a diner. So anyway, supercharging has been a bit of an adventure on this trip. I'll check back when we get hooked up. Well, hey there, folks. We're at the Creswell Tesla Supercharger. It's a version 3 Supercharger, 8 stalls. As you saw on the adventure to get here, it's kind of tucked back behind this bar and restaurant, TJ's. There's a gas station and an espresso stand across the way. Everything's working. Doesn't look like it's overly busy, and they even have courtesy trash. So we're going to get a charge here and then head to our hotel. Great location and not very busy. So Creswell, Oregon Supercharger, version 3, 8 stall. Thank you, folks. Well, folks, that's a wrap. We made it to Cottage Grove. We're at our hotel, and we are ready to relax for the day. On to Clear Lake, California tomorrow. It'll be about, an 8.5 hour drive. 3 charging stops. So it should be a nice, fun drive through Northern California using FSD and checking out all the sites. So thanks again, and let's just take a quick look here at hotel opportunity charging. So I always like to make sure, if I can, to find an outlet close to where I park. And as you can see, I am plugged in. I'm getting full 12 amps, and I can run my air conditioning all night long if I want to, and it won't hurt my battery because I'm getting trickle charge. So make sure you do that. Opportunity charge whenever you can at hotels if they don't have EV charging already. All right, folks, have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you on the flip side.